Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on some deliberate practice of art. That is to say, I'm going to be going through and deliberately and methodically studying specifically this picture of this orangish color sandstone rock. I'm trying to get better about doing this to become better at certain skills. I'm not very good at rendering environments and animals and buildings and people, and I really want to go about bettering my skills in a practiced way. So what I try to do is to repeat a drawing several times and really evaluate what's working about that specific drawing and what's not working. So these are just trying different things, with different techniques. Like here you've got some cross-hatching versus just sort of straight lines, some watercolor, and trying to figure out what makes the best thing conceivably possible. And really, in general, none of them look great, but that's all part of the learning process. So this is mostly going to be kind of a sketch with me style video where you'll see me fast forward through parts of it while I'm actually sketching, and then maybe I'll discuss why I did or didn't like whatever it is I just did. And we'll go on from there. I plan to at least fill this page. I may pick another rock from my stack of rocks and go on to the next page, just depending on how the timing works. Anyhow, let's get started. Okay, let's be honest with ourselves. This looks nothing like this, right? Basically nothing like it. The shape is sort of vaguely there. Actually, the shape isn't too bad at all. It pretty much matches the shape of this. But I have not captured these planes on this rock at all. And I think I'm just going in the wrong direction with this, so I'm going to stop this one. So I'm just going to take a note. Planes poorly represented. I think I'll just say ugh up here, because that's how I feel about this. I think I might go on to try a different medium, and that might just kick-start my understanding of this. I'll start with a sketch, and then maybe try some ink and see how that goes. Maybe that'll help me sort of jog how I feel about this frustrating rock. always so glad for all those people who say things like, "Oh, I love brush pens. I can get such great line weight variation, thick to thin." I'm not one of those people. I get that I practice and whatever, but man, I'm kind of like very thick to slightly thinner. I don't really get the type of variation that people advertise with these pens. Okay, so there's your very darks. I think maybe now I'll go in with something smaller. 0.3. What's that look like? That looks fine. Maybe do some, I don't know, cross hatching? Try that up here. The problem with this rock is it's got so many mid-tone areas. Okay, let's talk about how this is bad, in what ways it's bad, other than just generally. First of all, this line is crazy thick. Not a good way. And painting these black has made me realize how not black these shadows are. So these blacks are too black. Which sounds like a stupid thing to say. Try to get back from it and squint at it a little bit. Actually, looking at it through the webcam helps a little bit. The midtones actually aren't that bad. I think the midtones, these cross hatching type stuff I was doing actually was not totally out of line. I think it's just in comparison to the darks, it was too much. Like we've got too much contrast. Stark white, pretty heavy on the mid-tone, too dark. So I think I'm going to try another one with more cross-hatching. Maybe I'll just start and finish with a smaller nib pen and see how that goes. Man, you guys, I don't know what it is about rocks, but I hate rocks. they just have a lot of planes. There's not really many discussions on how to draw rocks. I actually have, I'm referencing, this is actually just a photocopy out of John Merlaw's Drawing from Nature book. I think that's what it's called. Something, The Laws of Nature Drawing or something. I actually photocopied this because I was having so much trouble with drawing rocks. And so this is sort of his advice, which I have read and read again. And then sort of also a step-by-step guide. But as you can see, he's rendering rocks both in an adequate, like a cool way that adequately represents the rock, but also there's a bit of texture in there. And I'm frustrated with rocks, you guys. So I think what I'm gonna do is move on to something I'm a little more interested in, and maybe come back to rocks at another time, because this is just, I'm even having trouble critiquing it. I hate it so much, which is not good. Normally I'm able to more adequately like view and have an idea of what exactly I'm hating about it, what's going wrong. So I think what I'm gonna do is take a book I have and maybe look at some animals. Okay, so this book is The World Encyclopedia of Fish and Shellfish and Other Aquatic Creatures. This book is amazing. If you have, I think this was maybe $30 on Amazon. It is not mostly pictures. It is mostly artist representations of marine life, or aquatic life, I should say. But it's just chock full of great stuff for reference, and even for referring to how other people are drawing things. That I think that's important and not often discussed. Like how did this person render this sea mouse, which is furry? Kind of want to draw something that is more, it's organic, but it's simple, like a shell. So first I'm going to get some ideas from here as to what I want to draw. And then I'll look both at here and I'll probably find some additional pictures to reference. I think I'm gonna go with these chitons. Chitons are like basically, they're funny. They're large, fleshy on the bottom, and they have a shell over the top. Actually, in my roleplay setting, this would be a great piece of armor, because this is large piece of shell that's with interlocking plates. But on the underside, if you can just imagine, it's a giant snail underneath. That's basically what it is, one big foot. So I'll draw some of those. Okay. Just gonna make a note at the top of what I'm drawing, especially since I don't have, a copy of the picture here. Wow, so they have a oval shape. And then within that shape, it looks like their foot kind of, or that muscly part on the underside of their body kind of comes up around the top a little bit. It's slightly covers those plates. Be interested to know how they grow the plates. I mean, they basically look like shell. They probably are. On this one that I'm referencing here, it makes it look as though there's scales around the exterior, around this area. That's pretty cool. I think one of the reasons I prefer to draw animals is I don't feel as precious about it for some reason. Like it seems like animals are a thing of nature and natural things aren't perfect, and it's okay if this isn't perfect. Rocks, on the other hand, are just sort of there. You know, environments and landscapes, they're there. And yeah, they're part of nature, but in my head, you know, they should be perfect. They should be exactly as pictured. Okay. So this top. Just trying to capture the shape of these plates. They kind of, if you can imagine the sort of butt side of a, like a I don't want to say bivalve, that's not right. A scallop. You know, it has that sort of, yeah, man, I'm not good at this. You know, it's got this round thing and then it's got the wings. That's actually, it looks like you're looking at the edge of that here, where these are the wings, and here's the round part coming in. I wonder how closely they're related. It could easily be a dinosaur or a dragon that you're looking at here. It's pretty cool. I definitely recommend. Go Google some chitons and see what you see. For example, this one, it's got kind of scale patterns, texture going up this way. On all its scales, which is pretty cool. This says it's a chiton tuberculata, which kind of sounds like a delicious summer drink more than an animal. Some scales here in a really ugly way. Holy cow. Well, I don't know what that looks like. It doesn't look like what I'm drawing, so there you are. I would draw the bottom of these, but I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't look safe for work, so I think I will skip doing that. Just as just because. You know, I wonder if this is one of those things where water will simplify things. what we've learned from this is that this is terrible for watercolor, this paper. We've learned. Note to self, do not repeat that experiment. I thought I'd done watercolor in this before, and it wasn't this bad, but I suppose live and learn. I think that's all I have for you guys today. I promised that I would show you the good and bad of trying to become better at something. And I would say this is a pretty bad day. It's kind of a low in general. I haven't had a great day at work. You know, I'm tired. And maybe that all affects this. It may be that I come back to this tomorrow and I don't hate it as much as I do. I already don't hate this one as much as I did a few minutes ago. So maybe I just need to give myself a little bit of slack. This is still terrible, no matter what I do. But I have to remind myself that in the past, I've drawn rocks that were pretty decent that I thought were terrible at that moment. And it's possible that I can become better at this. I just need to keep trying. I'm planning on doing one of these types of videos, which is sort of just a sketch with me. I'm going to call them deliberate practice videos. Probably about once a week, just to force myself to go in and practice the things I don't like to do, so that I become better at them, I hope. Expect to see faces and arms and all that annoying stuff that everybody hates drawing. Definitely in this video, in these videos, animals and rocks and environments. We'll see how that goes. Also, Inktober is coming up. I'm already working on filming that. If you want to go and check out my Inktober preparation video in which I experiment with ink, like it's that ink that's on this palette, please go ahead and check that out. It's already up and ready for you to watch. In the meantime, I'm really glad you stopped by and joined me on my channel. Have a great day.